Welcome back to the Prosperity with Purpose podcast. I'm Jessica Heffley. Freeze! You want to know? I want to know one of the quickest ways to freeze your. I was about to say your brain. No, but some thoughts that your brain offers you that makes you just freeze and stop and not progress and stay stuck. Would you want to know what those are? I would want to know what those are. Do you want to know what those are? Because I don't want to stay stuck. So I want to have the awareness of what my brain is trying to trick me and tell me that's going to keep me stopped around my money and around all areas of our life. So, quick episode here. Here's some of the things. I'll never make that much. I can't do that. I can't afford that. What automatically happens when your brain is offered that thought or when you believe that thought? I can't afford that. I can't afford that. Stops. It literally stops. It like stops and like, what is that? Like Charlie Brown. What's the character's name? Is it Lionel? Linus? I don't know. Anyways, it's just like, oh, I can't afford that. This was spoken over my life multiple times as a kid. And so I just thought the rest of my life, I can't afford that. That is somebody like me can never have something that we can't afford. That's for other people. And then that honestly opened up an invitation to judge those other people as wrong because I couldn't have that, right? Like subconsciously, not on purpose. It just inherently happened. So listen to this. Instead of saying I can't afford that, no matter what this is for, what if you offered your brain, okay, this is really important to me. What are some creative ways that we can make this happen? What just happened? You're watching me on YouTube. I literally like just lit up. My body just rose to the, my shoulders just like rose to the occasion. Wow, that opens up possibilities for you, right? Not I can't afford that, or, oh, okay, this is really important to me. What are some creative ways that we can help make this possible? That we can earn the money, make the money, find the money to make this possible. That is so helpful, right? Okay, here's a quick tangible example on this. Last Friday night, we had daddy daughter dance at church. It's once a year. It's incredibly special. They do such a good job. Our children's ministry program does such a special job of empowering the dads to be heroes. Like they make it a big deal. They give the dads a handout beforehand. They say like, get them a corsage if you can, write them a letter that you're going to give them that night, dress up. Like they tell the dad, like, it's important for you to dress up. Like if you have a suit jacket, wear a suit jacket, comb your hair, like make it a really special event for your daughter. They teach you to go outside and knock on the front door before you come in. I mean, like a real date, like ring the doorbell, present the flower to your daughter, ask her if she would like to go out with you for the evening. Like it's just so special. And so then they go to our church and they had like a DJ and they had dancing and they had a special photo booth and it's just really fun. My husband goes with his other dad friends and they that all have daughters a similar age and they usually go out to eat before or after at a nice little restaurant. It's really just setting the expectations up for your daughter of how they should be treated, which I think is so incredibly. This is totally off topic of what I'm talking about, but maybe not. We're getting to it. Is they're setting the expectations of how they should be treated. They should be treated like a princess. They should be treated special. And so Rainy like looks forward to this. Like we get her a new little dress every year. We paint her toenails. I curl her hair. She gets to wear a little lip gloss and a little bit of sparkly eyeshadow that night, even though she's 8. It's just like a special thing. And she like gets so excited and she doesn't want her daddy to see her until the front door when he rings it. And so it's just really special. It just really sets the bar. It really it awakens like this princessness in a little girl. Like I'm looking at her like, oh, I wish they had this when I was a little girl because I just thought this stuff was petty or silly because but I only thought that because I wanted to experience it myself. I wanted someone to like delight in me and want to spend time with just me and give me an occasion to get to dress up and twirl and feel special, feel important. So dads out there, if your church doesn't offer that, that's fine. Like just you can recreate it yourself. Just do a special day. You don't even have to do the whole dress up thing, but the one-on-one time, the specialness, it is kind of fun for a little girl to dress up. So I would encourage, I would, why not? Why not? Go big or go home. Okay. So, anyways, they went and did that. And then me and my son, we always go and do something special on that night too. And we're actually going to Philly this weekend on a work trip. And he's always wanted to go to Philadelphia. He loves history. I've never been to Philadelphia. I've been to Pittsburgh. We used to live on the border over by Pittsburgh in Ohio, but just for a year. Long story. It was so cold and so awful. And I had a newborn. And yes, anyways. So since we're going to Philly next weekend, we were just like, let's just go out to eat. So he was a gentleman. He let me pick where I wanted to go out to eat, which I love hibachi grill. I know he loved hibachi grills, and I was kind of craving that too. So I suggested hibachi grill. We went and did that. Anyways, then afterwards we go to Retro Rick's, which is this really cool retro Nintendo nostalgic store of like old Nintendos, all the old games, a lot of Mario. It's just a really really cool store. Check it out. He's kind of he's YouTube famous. Retro Rick is his name, and he actually go to our church, and they're from our hometown. But anyways, Judson is like he's probably a little ADD like us. He like gets on a topic. This is my 11. This is our 11-year-old fifth grader, and he like researches. So he found Retro Rick's YouTube, and we are very careful about what we allow them to watch on YouTube. And I have the premium one, so there's not the crazy, ugly like commercials. But so he can binge Retro Rick. It's clean, it's fun, and so he gets on this kick, and now he wants an old Nintendo. We have the original Nintendo, but now he's like wants some Super Mario 2, or he wants the what was it, Nintendo 64 or something. So anyways, he's got 60 some dollars, and we go to the store, and he's like looking at all these stuff, figuring out how much the game thing would cost, like figuring out how much he'd need to get another controller, how much that would cost, which games he wants, how much that's going to cost. Like he's planning it out. And I am loving this because could I have afforded just to buy the Nintendo console for him for $100? Yes. But it was so fun to see him, um, to teach him this lesson of not saying, "Oh, mommy, we can't afford that," or "You can't afford that." Being able to teach him, "Okay, this is really important to you. What are some creative ways that you can earn the money to make this happen?" It wasn't like, "Oh, you can't afford that. You only have $60," or "You can't afford that. You'll never be able to afford that." People like us can't afford stuff like that. Um, but I empowered him with, you know, we went to the store. He didn't have enough for the game console, so we can't just be like, "You can't afford that." No, it meant like, "Okay, buddy, I understand this is really important to you. What are some creative ways that we can, or you can earn some money to make this happen?" The same thing goes with you, with whatever that is, with whatever thing in your money situation, whether it's a training, maybe it's the mentorship. Maybe you're like, "Oh, I can't afford that." Really? Shut yourself down. If it's important to you, there are some creative ways that you can make or earn the money. We teach this like with our company's convention. People are like, "I can't afford that." I'm like, what are some creative ways we could really work your business this month to help you earn the money to be able to afford that? That can go with anything in life, okay? There may be a house you want, a car you want, a vacation you want, or just a new pair of jeans that you want. Stop telling your brain that you can't afford it. It's okay for you to want something, and it's okay for your brain. But if you say, "I can't afford that," it's going to shut your brain down, and you're going to feel sad and lonely and judge people that have it because you don't and you wish you could. Or you could say, "Oh, okay, this is important to me. I I am capable of figuring out a way to make this happen." And you are capable of figuring out a way to make this happen just within your business, like the goals that you have set for your business. If you keep saying, "Oh, I'll never get there," or "I can't do that," like look at her, good for her, but I can't do that. Okay, yeah, you make perfect sense because you keep saying, "I can't do that." And then that makes you keep getting on the couch, eating your chocolate cake and binging your Netflix because you keep saying and believing, "I can't do that." So you're living into the story that you're telling yourself. Tell yourself a different story, friends. And so you can. So if you look at a goal and you're like, "Okay, this goal is really important to me. What are some things that I can do, or some help that I can get, or some support that I need to make this goal a reality, to make this happen?" Um, and stop saying things like, "I'll never make that much, I can't afford that, and I can't do that." A simple reminder, we've talked about this before, we'll talk about this stuff again, is how can you reword things to open up your brain to the possibility? How can you give yourself vision? How can you see somebody that is a step ahead of you or multiple steps ahead of you and let that be the vision of what could be possible for you? Take that mustard seed of faith, water that, repeat it with the thoughts that will help that grow into the result that you are looking for. Bless y'all. See you next time.